It is incredibly easy to set up an AWS account. All you need is an email address, a phone number for verification, and a credit card for incidental charges. Now, don't worry, there's a free tier that you can register for that is very generous with its compute resources. But just in case you leave a Bitcoin miner running overnight, AWS wants to have your credit card on file just in case they need to charge you for some incidental cost. But if you just want to get started with AWS, if you just want to launch that AI application that's going to make you millions, if you just want to study for the AWS certification exam, which I can help you with because I got a number of free tutorials and mock exams on that, or you just want to learn how to use the cloud so you've got some job security, well, it's incredibly easy. So get your phone number, your email address, and that credit card at the ready, and I'm going to step you through the process of registering and setting up that AWS account, which is exactly what we're going to do next. Okay, I got my glasses on now, so you know I mean business. Let's set up that AWS account. I'll walk you through it. First thing you want to do is just type in AWS Console. That'll take you to the AWS Management Console, and when you get there, you'll see this beautiful black button in the top right-hand corner, left-hand corner for people in Australia, and it says Create Account. So don't be shy. Just click that Create Account button. There might be a couple of nag screens when you get there initially, and it's going to ask you for two things right off the bat: your email address and your AWS account name. Now, I'm going to be creating an application that helps people get certified. It's going to have mock questions and sample tests, and my website's just certificationexams.guru. So the email is going to be certificationexams@mcnz.com, and the account name will be certificationexams.guru. Now you can put whatever you want in there, just don't put what I put in there because it's got to be unique across the world. So a couple of security verifications will come along, and I'll mess up the first, and I'll mess up the second, and I'll mess up the third, and I'll get the fourth one right, I think. And now it's going to want you to check your email because they've sent you a little email with a verification code. So type that in. We're going to have to do a verification again in a moment with your phone, so be ready. But type in that magic code and click verify, and now it's going to ask you for a root user password. Make this complicated. By the way, you should only log in with the root account when you need to do the things that only a root account can do. Otherwise, you should create a basic administrator account. We'll do that a little bit later. But to put in a password here, it's going to be hard to guess. Confirm it. And now put in some of your personal information. I'm just going to be using this as a personal account. I'm going to put in my name, Cameron. I'm going to put in my address. If you want to send me a postcard, well, now you know where to send it. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need your credit card. Now I'm going to be using the free tier. So if I'm smart and I don't try and do some Bitcoin mining, well, the AWS usage is going to be free for me, but they still want a credit card just in case you go over. So put in your credit card digits, confirm it with your expiration date and security code, click verify when you're done. And now it's going to want your phone number. It's going to just send you a text. So type in your phone number, type in the CAPTCHA. It's going to take me a couple of times to do that as well. Type in your verification code, which should be on your phone. And then after that, it's going to ask you, well, how are you going to be using AWS? If you know right from the start that you're going to be using it as an advanced user, you can get the $100 a month business support. For developer support, you can do $29 a month. But if you're cheap like me, well, just do the basic support. You can use and learn AWS to the point of getting certified as a solution architect if you want, just by using the free tier. So just select that. It's very, very generous. Click complete sign up to complete your sign up, and then a beautiful yellow, orange, gold button will appear saying go to the AWS Management Console and follow the yellow brick road. Go to the AWS console. Click the next and done buttons on the nag screens that appear, and There you go. Congratulations. You've just set up your own AWS account. Now, by the way, right when you start off, you may see a little red ink. I mean, that's starting to look like my grade 12 English paper right there with all of that red ink in it. Don't let that upset you. You've just logged in, and some of the stuff that they show you on the landing page there is historic data, and you don't have a history with AWS, but you soon will, and those will be populated by all sorts of interesting things. In fact, if you just click refresh right away, you'll probably see a lot of that red ink go away. And there you go. That's how easy it is to create your AWS account. Now, what do you do next? Well, after you like and subscribe this video, I would say you want to create an account alias. The other thing you want to do is you want to create an administrative user so you don't log in with that root account. That is an anti-pattern. That is discouraged. So I've got a tutorial that'll show you how to create an admin account that you can use. And then, well, just figure out what you want to do with AWS. Some of the fun things are creating websites with S3, registering domain names with Route 53, doing some AI machine learning, or just spinning up an EC2 instance and deploying a Spring Boot application. Doesn't matter what you want to do. The AWS platform has got you covered. Like, subscribe, and if you want to learn more, I'm going to have a lot more tutorials on how to get the most out of AWS.